Hi, good morning. I'm Vaishnavi. My matrix number is 30GLS23F1004. Today I'm going to answer procurement interview questions. Question 1. Interpret the ethical behavior in procurement process. Ethical behavior in procurement involves conducting purchasing activities with honesty and fairness. Procurement refers to the process of acquiring goods and services for an organization, including identifying needs, selecting suppliers, negotiating contracts, and managing purchases. It emphasizes avoiding corruption and favorism to ensure all vendors have equal opportunities. This practice fosters trust and transparency in supplier relationship. Ultimately, ethical procurement contributes to more equitable marketplace. Ethical behavior in procurement involves conducting purchasing activities with honesty and fairness. Ethical behavior dalam procurement ialah melakukan aktiviti seperti sourcing servis atau goods dari supplier atau vendor yang terpilih dengan sepenuhnya jujur dan adil. Ethical behavior dalam procurement process elakkan berlaku favorism antara suppliers. Hal ini dapat mengeraikan hubungan antara supplier dengan pembeli. Sebagai contoh, staff company memberi quotation yang lebih affordable, yang lebih kurang, atau mendapatkan rasuah untuk orang yang kenal oleh staff seperti family member atau kawan. After that, this is key aspects of ethical behavior in procurement. Firstly, transparency. Sharing clear and complete information in every step of procurement to ensure fairness. Transparency ini basically inform segala information apa yang berlaku dalam seluruh proses procurement untuk memastikan fairness. Sebagai contohnya, posting tenders on official website, explain how suppliers are chosen, keeping records open for audit. Kalau kita tunjuk fairness macam post tender dekat official website and keep all record untuk audit, customer pun akan lebih percaya kita. At the same time, kita pun boleh mengelakkan rasuah yang mungkin bagi bad image dekat company dan spoil hubungan dengan supplier. After that, uses of power. Using your role correctly without abusing authority or pressuring others. Treating all suppliers equally, not forcing suppliers to agree with unfair terms, and following fair rules when choosing vendors. Procurement team kena guna kuasa yang betul. Tak bolehlah kita tekan supplier untuk ikut terms yang tak adil atau pilih supplier sebab kita suka dia je. Selalunya berlaku antara kawan, family member biasanya. Kita kena treat semua supplier sama rata, ikut fair procedure. Contoh, kalau company buat tender, semua supplier patut ada peluang yang sama. Bukan kita push satu supplier je sebab kita kenal dia. Sebagai contoh lain, kalau kita tahu satu supplier tu harga tinggi sikit, tapi servis dia bagus dan telus, kita tak boleh reject dia just macam tu saja. Nak bagi kontrak kat supplier yang lain yang kita kenal ataupun dia offer yang lebih murah daripada supplier yang memberi harga yang tinggi tapi provide products atau servis yang kualiti yang tinggi. Yang ni merupakan salah satu salah guna kuasa. Corruption. Saying no to bribes, cheating and dishonest actions during procurement process. Refusing money or gift to influence decisions. Reporting unethical practices. Keeping procurement documents honest and traceable. Dalam procurement, integrity is everything. Company kena elak menerima rasuah. Tak boleh ambil duit, hadiah atau apa-apa sebarang barang yang boleh influence keputusan kita dalam sebagai procurement team untuk memilih supplier atau memberi quotation kepada dia. Lastly, conflict of interest. Avoiding situations where personal connection affect decision making. For example, not choosing a supplier if they are your relative. Declaring personal relationship before the process. Avoiding biased decisions. Kadang-kadang Staff maybe kenal supplier secara personal macam kawan baik atau saudara mara. Tapi dalam procurement, staff tidak boleh mengambil kesempatan untuk memilih supplier tersebut dengan harga yang tidak sepatutnya just sebab dia merupakan kawan atau relationship yang kita kenal. Katalah ada cousin, kita hantar quotation, kita tak boleh pilih dia sebab ada hubungan. Staff tu kena bagi dekat procurement punya panel untuk membuat penilaian. Question 2. Identify social responsibility and the business goal in procurement. Meaning of social responsibility in procurement is basically social responsibility is about buying goods and services in ways that are ethical and support the environment and society, while also achieving business goals like cost saving and efficiency. Ethical and fair procurement practices. Procurement must ensure that suppliers follow ethical standards such as fair wages, no child or forced labor, and safe working conditions. This protects human rights and strengthens the company's regulation in the market. Procurement ini penting untuk pastikan supplier kita ikut standard etika macam bayar gaji yang adil yang ditetapkan oleh kerajaan, tak guna pekerja bawah umur dan sediakan tempat kerja yang selamat. Company perlu make sure mereka sediakan tempat kerja yang achieve safety standards untuk mengelakkan berlaku apa-apa kemalangan kepada pekerja yang kerja dekat sana. Bukan itu sahaja melindungi hak pekerja, tapi juga boleh naikkan reputasi syarikat dan tunjukkan tanggungjawab sosial company tersebut. After that, sustainable and environmental friendly sourcing. Choosing suppliers who uses eco-friendly materials and reduce environmental impacts help the company meet sustainable goals while maintaining product quality. This supports both planet and profit in the long run. Dalam dunia sekarang, ramai customer lebih support brand yang jaga alam sekitar, yang merupakan eco-friendly products. So, procurement juga kena cari supplier yang guna bahan yang eco-friendly dan kurangkan kesan pencemaran. Sebab hanya eco-friendly ni merupakan salah satu trend, tapi support sustainability dan bantu syarikat mencapai matlamat jangka panjang dari segi kualiti dan keuntungan. Selepas itu, then, ensuring supplier compliance and accountability. Procurement teams must make sure that all suppliers follow legal, ethical, and labor regulation through contracts, audits, and regular monitoring. This reduces the risk of legal issues and ensures long-term business stability. When suppliers comply with this regulation, it helps prevent legal problems for the company and keeps the business stable and reliable supply chain is essential for smooth operations and success. Lastly, building long-term and responsible supplier relationship. Maintaining good relationship with suppliers who share the company's values like sustainability and ethical conduct leads to smoother operation, trust and continuous improvement in the supply chain. Apabila satu organisation dengan pembekal mempunyai value yang sama, ia akan membina trust and memudahkan communication. Kepercayaan ini boleh membawa kepada kerjasama yang lebih baik dan menambahbaikan dalam rantaian bekalan dari semasa ke semasa. Question 4. Describe the public relation in procurement process. Firstly, facilitates effective stakeholder communication. Public relations ensures clear and consistent communication between the procurement team and stakeholders such as supplier, internal departments, government agencies, and the public. This helps avoid misunderstanding and builds cooperative relationship. When communication is consistent, and transparent, it helps avoid misunderstanding and build stronger, more cooperative working relationships. For example, if supplier clearly understand that the company expects, the supply process becomes smoother and more efficient. For example, if a company is launching a new procurement policy, PR helps, which is public relations, helps to inform supplier about the new rules through official announcement or emails. At the same time, internal staff are briefed in meetings by the management and any government related guidelines are shared clearly. This avoids confusion and helps everyone stay on the same page. Good communication like this also helps build stronger, more cooperative working relationship with all parties involved. Lastly, enhances companies' reputation in the procurement process by promoting ethical practices, fairness, and professionalism in procurement activities. PR helps maintain a positive image of the company. This makes the organization more attractive to trustworthy suppliers and business partners. Let's say a company always promotes open tenders on its official website, allowing any qualified supplier to participate. This shows fairness and transparency. Over time, this reputation will attract more high quality, trustworthy suppliers who want to work with a professional, ethical company. So, overall, public relations in procurement is not just about managing communications, it also supports the company's long term credibility and business success. Question 4. Describe the public relation in procurement process. Firstly, facilitates effective stakeholder communication. Public relations ensures clear and consistent communication between the procurement team and stakeholders such as supplier, internal departments, government agencies, and the public. This helps avoid misunderstanding and builds cooperative relationship. When communication is consistent and transparent, it helps avoid misunderstanding and build stronger, more cooperative working relationships. For example, if supplier clearly understand that the company expects, the supply process becomes smoother and more efficient. For example, if a company is launching a new procurement policy, PR helps, which is public relations, helps to inform supplier about the new rules through official announcement or emails. At the same time, internal staff are briefed in meetings by the management and any government related guidelines are shared clearly. This avoids confusion and helps everyone stay on the same page. Good communication like this also helps build stronger, more cooperative working relationship with all parties involved. Lastly, enhances companies' reputation in the procurement process by promoting ethical practices, fairness, and professionalism in procurement activities. PR helps maintain a positive image of the company. This makes the organization more attractive to trustworthy suppliers and business partners. Let's say a company always promotes open tenders on its official website, allowing any qualified supplier to participate. This shows fairness and transparency. Over time, this reputation will attract more high quality, trustworthy suppliers who want to work with a professional, ethical company. So, overall, public relations in procurement is not just about managing communications, it also supports the company's long term credibility and business success. Question 5. Describe green procurement in the organization. Green procurement is the process of purchasing products and services that have minimal negative impact on the environment. It focuses on sustainability by using eco-friendly materials, reducing waste, and supporting suppliers who follow green practices. Firstly, use of eco-friendly products, which means in Malay, menggunakan barang semula jadi. Organizations prioritize buying recyclable, biodegradable, or non-toxic material to reduce environmental harm. Procurement team akan pilih barang yang boleh dikita semula, biodegradable atau barang yang tidak toksik, tidak ada chemical composition. Sebagai contoh, Nestle Malaysia menggunakan kertas straw untuk Milo UHT menggantikan straw plastik. Procurement mereka cari supplier yang boleh sediakan alternatif mesra alam daripada menggunakan straw plastik yang akan memudaratkan alam sekitar. After that, selection of sustainable suppliers. Companies choose vendors who follow green standards such as waste reduction, energy efficiency, or having environmental certification like ISO 14001. Organisasi akan memilih supplier yang ada persejilan alam sekitar atau akan amalkan pengurangan sisa, guna tenaga hijau dan sebagainya. Sebagai contoh, Petronas hanya bekerjasama dengan supplier yang ada sistem pengurusan alam sekitar, which is environmental management system yang jelas. Mereka nak pastikan setiap barang dibeli tak mencemarkan alam sekitar. Next, support for energy efficiency. Buying products or machinery that consume less energy and reduce carbon emissions helps in long-term environmental protection. Sebagai contoh, Lotus, which is Tesco Malaysia, beli peti sejuk yang cekap tenaga, energy efficient untuk cawangan mereka. Procurement mereka pastikan barang elektrik yang dibeli adalah mempunyai label jimat tenaga, which is energy efficient label. Question 6. Identify the benefit of green procurement. Green procurement helps reduce things like pollution, waste, and the overall carbon footprint of a company. It ensures that every item purchased is more eco-friendly and less harmful to the environment. Let's say a company chooses to buy a material from a supplier that uses solar energy in their production and recycle packaging. This small decision can cut down energy usage and reduce landfill waste, which helps to protect environment from any harm. Secondly, protects the environment. By using products that are biodegradable or less toxic, companies contribute to cleaner and safer environment. This practice also supports efforts to fight climate change and conserve natural resources. If a business that switches its packaging from plastic to biodegradable boxes, this helps reduce trash and keeps harmful plastics out of rivers and oceans. Thirdly, improve brand reputation. When companies take eco-friendly actions, people start to notice and respect their efforts towards eco-friendly. This builds trust among customers, clients, and even government bodies. For example, a hotel might promote its green procurement choices like buying eco-certified clinic products or locally sourced items as part of its brand. This can attract more guests who care about the entire environment. Lastly, save long-term cost. At first, green products may seem more expensive rather than other products, but over time they help reduce maintenance and energy bills. For example, like solar panel and LED bulbs, reusable or energy efficient items last longer and need fewer replacements. For example, a company installs LED lights instead of regular bulbs. Although LED lights cost more at first, they use much less energy and last longer, reducing the electricity bill every month, which helps both parties, which is company and environment too. Question 7. Explain green procurement practices in the company operations. Green procurement practices involve applying eco-friendly choices into regular company purchases, purchasing decisions such as selecting eco-suppliers and reducing carbon footprint in operations. Firstly, eco-friendly building design. Incorporate green procurement strategies in construction and infrastructure development. Prioritize the use of eco-friendly building materials, energy-saving designs, and sustainable construction methods that reduce environmental harm. This means using green procurement when construction or upgrading buildings, such as choosing materials that are safe for the environment and using methods that reduce pollution or energy waste. For example, a company like Google builds office using recycled steel, low VOC, volatile organic compounds, paint, solar panels, and energy efficient windows. These choices reduce environmental harm and support sustainable development. Secondly, continuous improvement in green procurement. Encourage continuous improvement by constantly reviewing and upgrading green procurement practices. This involves adopting new eco-friendly technologies, standards, and best practices to enhance long-term sustainability. uh, it's about not just eco-friendly ones, but constantly reviewing improving green practices like upgrading to eco-friendly standards, new green tech, or better supply policies can help your business to grow more than before. For example, a shipping company like Maersk, which is a shipping liner, one of the top 10 shipping liners in entire world, keeps upgrading its fuel systems and adopting low sulfur fuels, digital fleet tracking, and eco-friendly compliance checks. This helps them stay green and efficient over time, which makes them grow their business all over the world and still sustain more over the years. Thirdly, environmentally responsible transportation. Evaluate the environmental footprint of transportation throughout the supply chain. Streamline delivery routes, group shipments efficiently, and adopt greener transport solutions to lower carbon emissions. It refers to reducing the environmental impacts of logistics, like optimizing routes, combining shipments, and using greener vehicles to reduce emissions. Even though it's very hard to comply all these terms and practices in Pasir Gudang, which is the largest industry of logistics, but they can optimize routes, combining shipments, which can at least lesser the harm that they provide to the environment. For example, a logistic company like DHL uses electric delivery vans, optimized delivery routes, and green packaging to cut down carbon emissions while delivering parcels. Question 8. Respond current issues and future issues relating to procurement. The current issue is digital transformation. Okay, the current issue is all about transformation. Many businesses are slowly moving from manual work to digital systems, which are more than 90% is now is they move to digital systems already, like using online platforms to place orders, track items, and manage suppliers. It sounds efficient, but honestly, not every company finds it easy. Some companies still use paper, their staff might not be comfortable with computers or systems, they manually write their data, their work and tasks. So switching to e-procurement becomes a bit hard, especially if there are no proper training or support from the company side. Like some company also, not all staff use the system properly. Some still prefer WhatsApp the orders or use printed forms. It shows that digital change needs time and training. After that, future issue, risk management. Now looking at the future issue is in procurement. It's all about risk procurement. In procurement, we have to be prepared for anything that can go wrong, like late deliveries, supplier problem, price hikes, and natural disaster, or even cyber attacks, which is happening regularly, which is a normal thing now. So, to handle all these risks, companies need backup plans for sure. For example, if one supplier has a problem, maybe got flood or factory breakdown or product malfunctions, so the company must have another supplier to ready so they won't face delays on their operations. This kind of risk management is really important, especially during uncertain times like COVID-19 or even bad weather seasons. So it can affect delivery and supply chain badly. So we have to prepare everything earlier before it affects us. Thank you. That's all from me.